Hey, thanks for joining me today. What I'm doing in this video is I'm going to show you how to match an existing colored concrete surface using this Duroc Ready Mix Parge and some color. So let's get started here. What I'm doing first is I'm just going to use a DeWalt mixing drill. I like it because it's cordless, easy to handle. And I'm just going to continue adding a little bit of water, a little bit of parge mix until I get it similar to like a dough consistency. You don't want this really wet. You want the mixture to be able to hold up vertically and grab onto that surface. So the other thing I do too is you can see these steps are a little bit wet. I'll actually spray the steps with some water before applying any cement to the surface. You can also use a bonding agent as well, but I like to use water. So you just want to keep adding a little bit. Start off your mix a little bit wet. That way you can always dry it out, and don't be afraid to make too much. So this is what the mix looks like. I haven't added any color. This is just a plain parge mix. No color. All mixed up. So you can see that. That's what you want. So now I'm just going to get positioned just to test the regular parge mix to see if it's a color match or not, which I know it's not. So I just want to show you guys that's what the regular color looks like. Some different parge mixes have darker and lighter colors, but this particular one is pretty gray. So now I'm going to add Quickrete's charcoal gray color. And you get this at Home Depot. I find it's hard to get color for concrete, true color that's good and lasts a long time. But Quickrete's here seems to be really good. I've used it on different applications. I really like it. I like that it's liquid form. So I put too much in, and I'm just going to use my scooper and set that out to make sure it's not going to be too dark. The real key to this is start really light, add a little bit of color each time, test it up against your concrete surface, and just keep adding a little bit of color until you get it right. So yeah, I'm just going to mix that first little drop of color in. Add a little bit more, just wasn't dark enough. Keep mixing, mix really well. The color takes a while to blend in. Sometimes it almost like activates within the mix. You won't notice it, and even if it sits, the color starts to spread. So that's why you want to make sure you start with a little bit of color, then work your way up. Because I mean, you can never go back. If you get it black, you get it really dark. It's hard to get it. It's hard to get it to come back lighter after all that color's in. So now I'm just going to see what the match is like. We got a bit of color in here, and I'm just going to apply it next to the plain color. You can see a little bit of variation, not a lot of color difference in that. So what I'm going to do is add a bit more to this. Just a very little bit. I'm talking about maybe a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons at the very most. And this is only about a half a pail of parge mix here. So again, just mix it really well. Go all the way down to the bottom and just go around the pail to make sure all the sides don't have any extra color on it. So now I'm going to do another test. See how close we are. It's a bit darker. See, now I'm going to add a little bit more color just to make sure it's a little bit closer to that colored concrete. Alright guys, thanks for watching the second video of the series. Stay tuned for the next video, and don't forget to check us out on Instagram at Your Concrete Source and follow at The Art of Concrete. If you're looking for any work in the Waterloo region, give me a shout at The Art of Concrete. Thank you and take care.